What we're going to do right now is we're going to go through the Moodle page so you kind of know what's going on here and what you're looking at, so you're not confused, hopefully. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So here you're going to see announcements. I'll post these. You should be getting updates relating to announcements, so anything that's different or things that would go outside of our normal schedule, you'll see here. Your syllabus quiz is very important that you do this by the 22nd of this month. So make sure you get that done because everything else is going to be blocked for you until you finish that. That's also your way of recording your first day technically in class. So you're going to want to do that today or over the weekend. Just make sure you get that done by the 22nd. And that's going to be your syllabus quiz. And here's the links to your syllabus. So you, of course, you want to read that before taking your syllabus quiz. And that's going to be in that top section there. I'll also be posting the schedule in this area so you can kind of see what our schedule is for the entire semester this summer and see what we're going to be doing. So how each page is going to be set up, there's going to be three main categories. There's going to be reading, assignments, and resources. The resources are going to support the concepts that we talk about in the topic for that chapter, and it'll also give you some supporting problems, some things to do to practice before you actually take your exams. What you're going to find here in your reading section is going to be the chapter 1 reading, so you're going to click that there, and this will take you to your first chapter of your text. Now your text is online, so you could just go to the online resource, but I went ahead and just broke it apart for you for this first one, just in case you have any trouble finding the first chapter. So here's chapter 1. Just go through and read that, and then your chapter 1 examination is going to be in the assignment section. Your laboratory information for our first lab that we're going to be doing on Monday are right here. So you're going to want to go through these, read this section here, and read these two different handouts relating to laboratory safety and an introduction into graphing. And you'll also notice that there is an assignment section. So this will have laboratory 1. You'll have to do a pre-lab before you actually come to lab on Monday. So this will be due, all your pre-labs will be due Sunday night because we have lab on Monday. So that is where you will do those. Your post-lab questions are due on the Wednesday after we do labs. This is in your syllabus as well, and it's in our schedule. I'll put that schedule on here so you can see it. But you're going to do your post-lab it'll be due on Wednesday nights, the Monday after we do the lab. I think there's one lab where that's an exception because we have your final and we have your midterm, which but that will be in the schedule, and you can kind of see when that's up and coming. We'll talk about that in class as well. All these things will be hidden to you, of course, until you take your syllabus quiz, but this is going to be how each topic is set up. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask, but everything's kind of broken down there for you. So I look forward to your questions if you have any, but this is how things are pretty much set up. So you're just going to go through here, do the readings, read the labs, read the chapter, do the pre-lab questions, do your examination for the chapter, access any resources, do some practice problems, make sure you know how to do the problems from the text, and then you should be good to go. Yeah. So, and I do pull a lot from the chapter 1 examples. So for if you're looking into the chapter, these are they do some really good example problems in the chapter themselves. So if you kind of go through these will help you a lot to be able to know how to solve problems that we're going to be doing in this class. So, for example, like example 1.1, calculating density. Look at this example. You should be able to do this check your learning problem and get the answer that they got. Same thing here. Using calculating density, doing measurement calculations, all these things, these examples are great, and there are examples and problems in your text which you can do, which will help you as well. And I will also include some additional resources for you on the Moodle page for you to access. So go through the examples, read the text, and I'll even post some example videos for you to solve these types of problems, so you can watch those. Any additional resources you need, I'll put on there, and and if you want to use them, you can. You don't have to, of course, but they will help you to be very successful on your exams for each chapter. And there you go. Let me know if you have any questions.